Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to Shadow Stitch TCG, and today we are going to be talking about the brand new draft league that we have been included in. So, the League of Extraordinary Trainers, we have been included into a new draft league. Of course, the basic Battle League BBL is continuing on, and we are currently in week 4. But this is a Wi-Fi draft league, and I absolutely love playing on Wi-Fi. I much prefer it to Showdown, so I was incredibly happy to be invited into this draft league. Thank you so much to Nodmika for getting me the in to everything. And yeah, so now here's the thing about this, though. We are actually taking over from somebody else's team. We had one person unfortunately drop out of their league, and I was more or less just kind of happy waiting until the next season, but they contacted me and they were like, hey, would you like to take over this guy's team, and you can join the league for the remaining season. I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? The record that I am inheriting is 0-3, unfortunately, so I don't have the greatest chance of playoffs, but I am more than happy to just get in and play some Pokemon on actual cartridge, and I just absolutely love that. So anyway, this is the team that we actually inherited. So the League of Extraordinary Trainers, or LET, it runs a slightly different than the BBL did. So BBL, it worked strictly on tiers, and you selected based on how many picks for that tier that you got, etc. However, the LET, we have a pool of 1,000 points, I believe it is, and we can use those points to gain our Pokemon. So the Pokemon are still split up into tiers, but each Pokemon is given a point awarding. So, and that is the points that we see right here. So every player is allowed to pick a Gigantamax. The Gigantamax that we inherited is actually Lapras Gigantamax, which I am perfectly fine with. I think Lapras is a fantastic Gigantamax. It doesn't hit incredibly hard, but it does have a ton of bulk and has a very good move pool. And of course, it has good synergy with the rest of the team, especially with the hydration ability. So you did notice that we are running a weather. We just can't get away from weather now, can we? So I'm picking up rain. I'm inheriting a somewhat rain team, which is kind of neat. So we have the Pelipper for the drizzle. We have the Ludicolo for the Swift Swim. And this is one of my free agent picks. Currently, right now, we are in week 4, where I'm taking over for the other player, and he has a Sneasel and a Hitmonchan. I was able to use some free agent picks immediately, so I actually swapped out Sneasel for Toxicroak and Hitmonchan for Liepard. I am having a ton of fun using Liepard and thinking of ways to team build with it in the BBL. So I saw that Liepard was an option. Toxicroak gives me a grounded poison and a fighting type, so that kind of helps with taking the place of Hitmonchan as well, which I think is just really cool. So I think it's a great Pokemon. Of course, I am not able to use them yet this week, but next week, Toxicroak and Liepard are free for me to use. So the rest of the team, though, we have a Dracozolt. Dracozolt is awesome. It hits stupidly hard with the hustle, but also important to note, we have the Volt Absorb ability, which is also very good and can give us an extra lightning immunity. Ferrothorn, excellent Pokemon, especially in the rain. Gives me flashbacks of 5th generation, and yeah, for sure. Ferrothorn in rain is a tried and true friggin' thing to do. Arcanine, excellent freaking Pokemon, has 3 amazing abilities. Can definitely abuse this Pokemon both defensively and offensively. I am more than happy to pick up an Arcanine for my team. It's just a good Pokemon. I mean, you got heavy duty boots for it now. You got Intimidate support. It's just a good Pokemon. We already touched on Pelipper, but of course we have Hurricanes, we have Scalds, we got U-turns. We can set up Tailwind like we did last week with Xatu. It's just like a good utility Pokemon. It's certainly the best rain setter that we got. Alright, we have Silvally. Silvally is easily one of my favorite Pokemon that came out of the 7th generation, and overall probably lands in my top 10 favorite Pokemon. I just think it's such a unique and cool Pokemon despite having nothing unique about it. So I just think it's a really cool Pokemon, and I really like it. The buff to multi-attack this generation up to 120 base power is huge, and it's just really, really solid, and of course can patch any hole that I have on the team. We have Gardevoir, also an amazing Pokemon. Great typing, great offensive move pool, great abilities. Like, just a really, really good Pokemon. And I'm very, very happy to pick up a Gardevoir. So, like I said, Toxicroak and Liepard are our free agent picks that we do not have access to. Currently, we have access to Sneasel and Hitmonchan for this week. Sneasel is pretty cool. I do actually kind of like having the Sneasel. It's very fast. It hits pretty dang hard for what it is, and has a good move pool with like knockoff and stuff like that. But I think Toxicroak is definitely going to fill that kind of role a little bit better. Still have the priority. Gives me a grounded poison type, which of course is always important in a draft league. And, you know, fighting type is pretty good as well. So Liepard as well with the Prankster. I love this Pokemon. I think it's just a really cool Pokemon to use and play around with. Has a great move pool, you know, got copycat, so you can have priority attacks and stuff like that. It's just a really cool Pokemon. Ludicolo with the Swift Swim, you know, it can run it bulky, can run it, you know, super offensive. You know, it just can go a lot of different ways with Ludicolo. So, and it's just really cool Pokemon. So, I'm happy with picking that up. It's probably not going to be as good as my Venusaur on my Sun team, but Ludicolo is a good Pokemon, and in my opinion, a steal at 60 points. That is crazy to me to think that this thing was 60 points. I think at least he's worthy about 80, but you know, I'm happy with that. And last but not least, we have Golurk. Golurk is an awesome Pokemon with an excellent typing and good abilities. Iron Fist, No Guard, even Klutz could come in handy. So yeah, that is the team that we inherited for the League of Extraordinary Trainers. So we are picking things up in Week 4. So the team that we are going to be up against is Slick Panther and his Cincinnati Escavaliers, I believe it is. Excuse me. Sorry if I got that wrong. But this is a team that he has, and this is going to be pretty interesting. So Mew and Clefable are really annoying Pokemon. You never know what the heck is going to happen with a Mew. So there's really not much point in trying to prep for a Mew if you see it on a team. So he has a great G-Max in Duraludon. Really cool Pokemon as well, and yeah, this is really good. Toxtricity is super scary. You know, just a great wall breaking Pokemon, and he does of course have opposing weather. We just can't get away from opposing weather. Dang, it's just crazy. So anyway, that is going to be about it for this video. Just a quick little update and a look at what we are doing. So thank you again so much to Namika and everybody at the LET for letting me join in and you know, just have some fun with you guys. Like I said, I am super excited to play actually on cartridge. It is my preferred playstyle. I love Showdown. Showdown is amazing and it's an incredible resource, but you just can't beat playing on actual cartridge, in my opinion. And yeah, so anyway, that's gonna be it for today, guys. Like, comment, sub, all that fun stuff, and look forward to some more games from both the Basic Battle League and League of Extraordinary Trainers. Deuces.